Shiva Sutra 1.2 Jñānam Bandhah. Knowledge is bondage. This universe is not a mistake nor an accident. It is an expression of God's infinite love. The One, Absolute Being, willingly cloaks its own boundless, ever-present self in the veils of forgetting, the Kanchukas, and through the great spirals of time, delights in the journey of remembrance. This cosmic game of concealment and revelation, of forgetting and rediscovering, is not a flaw, but the very purpose of existence itself. It is the sacred rhythm of life. It is the Leela, the divine play. We are not apart from this. We are this oneness. The Supreme Consciousness, in its utter freedom, lets go, Srishti, and pours forth the universe from within itself, and in doing so, it seems to become many. It appears as separation, as form, as difference. But this appearance is the veil, the illusion. Bondage, in the truest sense, is simply this: the limitation born of fragmented knowledge. It is the perception of separation. It is the idea that I am this and you are that. Bondage is the forgetting that our consciousness is, at its core, undivided, undifferentiated knowledge, pure unity. As Swami Lakshmanjoo said, your consciousness is in fact undifferentiated knowledge, the One. And how does this veiling occur? It is not imposed by an outside force, but arises from the infinite power of the One's own swatantriya, absolute freedom. The oneness appears to divide, to replicate, to mutate, and to create a kaleidoscope of differences, all of which are illusions, projected from the light of one truth. Knowledge, when fragmented and dualistic, is bondage. The great Kashmiri master Abhinavagupta speaks directly to this in the Paramartha Sara. As translated by Dr. B.N. Pandit, Abhinavagupta writes, all metaphysical and philosophical theories are mere suppositions, imaginary concepts of thinkers. Why? Because no diversity is the real truth. Swami Lakshmanjoo echoed this. The ultimate reality is not many, it is only one. Dr. Pandit continues, Buddhist thinkers say that momentary consciousness is reality. Vedic thinkers speak of a single self pervading and directing all minds. Some Upanishadic sages describe a vital animating force, others a universal Atman shining through all phenomena. Some focus on the body-mind complex, others on generalities, still others on the individual. But all of these are merely mental constructs. None of them, however refined, are the real. They are helpful in dialogue and study, but they are not the essence. Even concepts like sin and virtue, heaven and hell, pleasure and pain, none of these truly exist. They are mirages, reflections shimmering in the mirror of the self. No diversity is the real truth. It is only the illusion born of Maya that gives the appearance of difference. It is only the delusion of forgetting that makes the one appear as many. So no matter how many systems you master, no matter how high your intellect soars, If you have forgotten the oneness, you are still in bondage. To not recognize all beings as expressions of the One Self, to see separation, even in the face of evil or ignorance, to reject or judge others as lesser or different. This too is bondage. This differentiated knowledge, this constant classification of good and bad, superior and inferior, is the very trap. Even false ideas, cruel acts, or limited thoughts are just distortions through which the oneness has chosen to express. When we judge, we descend into a denser vibration, a consciousness that cannot perceive the unity in all. Discernment, yes, is necessary, but it must be free from emotional attachment. True discernment is not entangled. It observes without imprisonment. Swami Lakshmanjoo reminds us again, impurity is ignorance. And what is sin? Only ignorance of your true nature. It is the forgetting of who you are, not this individual form, but the eternal, indivisible oneness that has always been. We meet in the heart. Om Namah Shivaya.